If you're somebody that you know that you're an expert at what you do, you know that you're brilliant at what you do, and yet you are not showing up that way in your business and in your brand, this 4-part video series is for you. My name is Beth Griffith, and I am a brand strategist, and I'm able to help experts who are incredibly good at what they do, who have unique ways of looking at the world and adding value in this world, yet aren't actually charging what they should to make their brands so that they can do that. See, I can sit here and be extremely authentic, be real, be 100% transparent with you in my business, and that is something that I bet is important to you too. But I'm going to tell you the truth, it was not always this way for me. In fact, there was a time in my business when, by every measure, I was successful. I was being tagged, I was being asked for interviews, I was making money, I was fully booked, and yet I felt awful. I felt every day like I was living a con, that I was tricking everybody, even though I had all of the evidence that showed I was really good at what I did. I worried that every day I would wake up and today would be the day that everyone found out that I wasn't actually as good as I said that I was. In fact, I actually had people constantly coming up to me and telling me how good I was at what I did. They were telling me that I was brilliant. I had people constantly saying, "I don't think you know how good you actually are." And they were right. I didn't believe it. I really questioned myself and questioned whether I was putting on a front that I couldn't back up. And as a result of waking up and feeling like this every single day, I actually reached a very, very critical tipping point where I fell into a deep depression. I struggled with suicidal thoughts. I didn't believe in myself. I stepped away from my business to see, is this something that I'm going to care enough to come back to? Or am I actually right that I'm just a fraud? But here's the thing. I came back to it and I found out, no, I'm not a fraud. I'm not faking any of this. I actually am brilliant, and I'm more brilliant than any of those people who have told me that I'm brilliant even knew. Once I was able to recognize that, it was so incredible, and I've been able to own it ever since. But here's the thing, I shouldn't have had to go through that depression, through that struggle, through the burnout, through feeling like I was letting people down every day before I even opened my eyes. If I had just known some things along the way that would have helped me to understand that without the pain. If I had just known how to radically accept myself for who I was, and if I had just known how to look at the systems and the information that I already had built into my business and the frameworks that existed in it to see the evidence that I actually was as smart as I really, really already was, things would have been so different. It was the fact that I was able to suddenly see these things in my darkest hour, in that moment where I was feeling and thinking suicidal thoughts, that I was able to finally step up and say, oh no, this is not the way my story ends. The way that my story ends is only after leaving an incredible legacy where I've been able to help people to come through their darkest moments too, by recognizing what it is that they really bring into this world. And that is what this 4-part video series is about. I want to give to you what I wish somebody had been able to give to me when I was in my darkest moment. And here's the thing that makes this 4-part video series different than every other 4-part video series that you've seen. There is no pitch at the end. There is no agenda, there is no reason for you to push through so that you can buy a $2,000 program at the end of this. This is just my gift to you. This is because I believe and I know that this matters in the world, and I don't want somebody else to go through what I've gone through if they don't have to, and you don't. And here's the thing, is that content, it's something that leaves a legacy. And so it's my hope that my 2 babies get to watch this one day, and so Jack, Autumn. This is a story and a message that I want you guys to take. I want you each to be able to watch this, and I want you to know that I believe in you and that you have an amazing gift that you are able to give to this world. and I want you to take this information and I want you to go and do amazing things. That is what I want for you guys more than anything in this world. So here's what I want you watching this to do right now. I want you to subscribe. I want you to follow my page. I want you to do whatever it is that you need to do to get the next video that will be dropped in a few days. In that video, I'm going to be sharing what it is that if I had known, I wouldn't have had to reach the point where I was struggling with my life and my family to the point that it was the darkest, hardest time in my entire existence. This next video, it's going to be something that's incredibly powerful and gives you the how-to on how to begin to make these shifts so that you can set up your brand and set up your business so you don't have to face that. So I'll see you in the next video.